What is up, my Ramilia? Happy Monday. Here we are, Monday. Here we are. Hopefully, I got my Wi-Fi / Spectrum issues solved. We'll find out. And I want to give you guys props. Stan the Rams fan. Hola, familia. ¿Qué pasa, hombre? I'm good, brother. Thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate it. Graduator 12, there's my dude. You're going live again. Yeah, man, because I was trying to, those dang problems. I was watching my live replay, and I was like, man, I got to get this fixed, man. So much money as I pay Spectrum, it's ridiculous. Graduator 12 says, oh, man, you got to go after dark, senor. There's my guy, Damien Lee. What's up, brother? Graduator 12 says, you're getting addicted to going live now. Well, because of what happened last night, if you guys weren't here, I've been struggling with my Wi-Fi, and the router is in the next room, and I shouldn't be having any issues. As much as I pay Spectrum, and we have the faster. It's funny because when you look at pricing, they're like, yeah, do you want the faster speed? Of course, you want the fastest speed available. So I ended up plugging in an Ethernet cable because it wasn't working right, and I have an appointment. They're supposed to be coming this week, so I was messing with it last night, and I said, let me do it live today and check it out and see how it goes. So let's get right into that right now and check it out. So hold on one second. Let's do that right now. I just came back from lunch right now. I had my hat on. I said, let me get in there. It seems like when you're trying to come back from somewhere, everybody and their grandma's in your way. So safely got back. So here we go. Let's try this right now, right off the bat. Here we go. And I have my Rams mariachi background. I had it as my thumbnail. Let's start out with the guys here. Hold on one second. Let's do this now. Hold on. Darn it. Skip. Come on. There we go. Okay. Ramulators, mount up. Love those guys. I love those guys. You got to see them live. You guys should go to Rams game. They're there all the time. So how did in the chat? How did that stream? I mean, it's not going to be perfect. Well, it's not going to be the best way yet because Spectrum has to come over and check out what's going on. But was that better? Was that choppy still? Just let me know how that stream, because on my side it looks fine. So we'll see. Let's see here. Granny Trout says, I tried to watch you last night, but it went on for a long time. I just, you know what, I it went longer because of the issues I had with, and then my guy Niner Sickness came in and he riled everybody up. My brother Niner Sickness, and it was still fun even though. And then when something went wrong with the Wi-Fi, my screen went away and I had to come back, and then it was more issues. So, but it was a weird night, but it's okay. We'll work through it. I just can't follow streams at night. It seems so many keeps okay. It seems time to tight. It seems too many other are going live streams. They forget people got things to do. Yeah, it's okay. When I come in, even if it's only for a few minutes, don't worry, man. No worries, guys. I appreciate you guys' support and everything. Jerry Romero says, I just watched a tale of LA sports venue history of the LA teams. Oh, that's awesome, man. Where did you watch that on? On YouTube? Willie Bones says former LA Rams, John Arnett and Billy Wade. Rudy and the Ramulators. Yes, brother. There's my guy right there. Niner Sickness. What's up, brother? Your internet's working better than yesterday. Man, you know what? Thank you, brother. You know how it goes. We're at the mercy of our internet provider in our area. We had AT&T before, and they were pathetic. And they have this uh, new wire that, well, I forgot what it's called off the top of my head, but in my area it wasn't available yet. And then Spectrum, they charge your arm and leg for cable. And I have a big 75-inch 4K TV, right, that I watch my programs on and sporting events. And they don't even have a 4K box that you can get. It's 1080p, and it's horrible 1080p. But we'll see. And there's my brother Niner. Who, me? Yeah, no, I love you, Niner Sickness. You know that, brother. But yeah, that's why I went longer, because you came in and you were it was cool to have you in here. Just had Wi-Fi issues. So thank you for telling me it came in better. Thank you. Jeremy says they were posted shortly before our rounds. Oh, okay. So I missed that. Okay. Thank you. I try to stay on top of everything, but I missed that. I even missed the story on one of my guys said in the chat yesterday. It might've been you, Jared. That the NFL was seriously considering the Raiders for St. Louis. Wow, that was news to me. And then I saw the article. I was looking for it. I didn't know anything about that. So yeah, that was news to me. Amazing. That. So with that being said, let me show the video of the Rams legend of the night from last night, because it didn't want to work right. So let me, hopefully we don't get my guy Niner Sickness started again, but we'll see. So here's the video that didn't come out right. Let's see how that works, and we'll go from there. But thank you guys for coming in. I know it's Monday. Everybody has stuff to do. Everyone's at work. I would normally be at work today. So let's do that. Let's do that right now. Rams legend of the night. Let's do this. 1 second. I noticed when I had them queued up, it's slower. So hopefully Spectrum will fix this. Now, this is a game from 1988 where the Rams needed to win this game to make the playoffs as the wild card. Kevin Green said before the game that he's coming for Montana. He said it in advance, and he sure enough did. He got 3.5 sacks in the first half, and he was on him. And that's why I say, even when the Niners have had the great teams during the years with the Montanas and the Steve Youngs, we would always split. In the dynasty time, we went to 2 NFC championships in the 85 and 89 years in the middle of their dynasty. It was a fierce rivalry, and it looks like it's returning again. But Kevin Green, I'm so glad that my guy Greg Gaines is wearing that number, and he's doing us proud with that number. But yeah, they just couldn't stop him, man. You talk about the Charles Haleys, you talk about guys like that, Aaron Donald, Deacon Jones, Kevin Green, the Hulkster. We used to call him the Ram Hulkster. Was an amazing player, and Nick Bosa, I hate to say it, he reminds me of he has some Kevin Green in him. He comes off the edge, and I like that. Leonard Floyd, the same thing. These guys are fierce pass rushers, athletic, and one thing about Kevin Green is he was durable, and he was a nice guy too, a teddy bear off the field. But yeah, he was just interrupting that. Amazing. 4 sacks in the first quarter right there. And the Rams go on to win something like 33-10 or something. Joe Montana threw like 3 or 4 interceptions. It was an amazing game, and we went on to make the playoffs that year. So amazing. I'm glad. I hope on that side it looks a lot better than it did last night. But yeah, so that's Kevin Green, amazing player. Amazing. So love that guy. Let's see here. Narcissus says, I was a travieso yesterday, but no, you're fine, brother. You're good. There's no, come in, And one thing I didn't get a chance because I was having an issue with my with my connection yesterday. It's good to go back and forth, but let's still be respectful and stuff. It's good to have fun with each other. But that's one thing I don't want is bad negativity. We can just go back and forth at each other. But yeah, because I was having issues, I was trying to focus on what's going on with my Wi-Fi. I didn't get a chance to say that yesterday. But yeah, no problem, man. I got love for you. We don't like each other's teams, but we respect each other. That's the main thing. Willie Bone says being being a fan of the LA Rams is so cool, man. It is, man. We went through our ups and downs, especially with the lady who shall be remain nameless that used to own the Rams. Um, amazing time for us. We've paid our dues, and now this is our time. We've had some great teams over the years, from the Fearsome Foursome to the Roman Gabriel with the Roman Gabriel to the time frame with John Robinson, Eric Dickerson, Jim Everett for a while was one of the top quarterbacks. Then we went through our lull, and then we had the greatest show on turf, and then here we are with Stafford. The one key component is whenever the Rams have been a great team or made it to the Super Bowl or won the Super Bowl, they've always had a top play caller, and here we are again with Stafford. I mean, you go down the road from our franchise history, from Norm Van Brocklin to Bob Waterfield. The first franchise to average 30 plus points a game. The first franchise to have their home playoff games televised. The first franchise to have an emblem on their helmet, the Ram horn. The first franchise a year before Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier to have professional Black American players on their team, Woody Strode and Kenny Washington from UCLA. I mean, on and on and on. I mean, Tex Schramm, the architect of the Cowboys, a franchise came out of the Rams front office. Pete Rozelle, the commissioner, the beloved commissioner, came out of the Rams front office. On and on and on. Rosie Greer used to ride with JFK and Robert Kennedy on the back, is very politically involved. I mean, they had the Fearsome Foursome had their own variety show and had records. Amazing history of the Rams. I mean, I found out about that later. That's not why I was a Ram fan, but it's very, like Willie says, being a Ram fan is so cool. Yes, and if you look at the past history, it's amazing history. Besides football, off the field as well. And Irish says, "Nah, man, I'm good. I'm a good period. No, it's good, brother. There's nothing wrong with that, man. You were respectful. It's good." Niner says Drake Jackson from UC. Hopefully, he turns out to be like Cameron Green. I love Drake Jackson. I like that pick. You guys are hoarding edge rushers, man. We need an edge rusher to go with Floyd. We got some young guy, some young guys in the draft, but I love Drake Jackson, man. USC. I'm a big USC fan. I really like him, but that's a good pick, Nanderson says the video was clear, way better than yesterday. Thank you, man. Yeah, yesterday was horrible. That's the first time. I'm surprised. I'm glad that I didn't have those issues when I first started. I'm still new to this. Just this year I started my channel, and but I don't know what was going on yesterday. And I had the Ethernet cable plugged in, so I was mad yesterday, and that's what threw everything off. But thank you, brother. Niner says we both love mariachi music and the Lakers, baby. That's right, man. That's so amazing, Niner Sickness, that we have these Ram mariachis, man. They're amazing. Grand 12. Hold on, let me take that off the screen real quick. Hold on. They're amazing. The Rams mariachis, because in Los Angeles, there's a lot of Latino and minorities, and everyone loves, for the most part, mariachi music. And we also have hip hop and stuff, but we have a Ram DJ and stuff in the house. But yeah, it's amazing, uplifting music. And then when Chente died, Vicente Fernandez, they had beautiful music. I mean, I love, as a Ram fan, Rams season ticket holder, I would record that, and I'm just like, man, it's just amazing. It gets everybody hyped up and just so proud, like my guy Willie Bone said. Yeah, you're right, man. And then Grander Trust says the lady that is banned from discussions. Yeah, man, rest her soul. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of hers at all. Get him, Niners singers. Put Ramilia on defense. Keep him on his toes. Get that vato. Just kidding. Gotcha, Ramilia. You need to drink the horchata in your cup. You know what? I got Pepsi today, man. When I went to lunch. This is the cup that I bring to The other Rams house, it's got all the Super Bowl logos when we go to Disneyland. I'm going on Tuesday. If any of you guys are fortunate enough to go to Disneyland, I'll be there on Tuesday. And God bless the guys at Disneyland's. When I have my gear on, my Rams gear, jersey, or whatever, God bless them. They're like, Rams house. There's a cool Ramilia that worked there. I talked to a couple of guys that they were so excited about the parade, and just amazing dudes, man. And I always have to kid my especially in our division, because in Southern California, that's the Niners, and then there's the Arizona Cardinals, down the road. And when they see them in there, go, hey, welcome to the Rams house. They had our parade here. They have their gear on and they laugh. But it's all good, man. It's all fun. It's a great time, like Willie said, to be a Ram fan. Grant Truff says, yeah, huge Hispanic culture in Los Angeles and San Francisco. Heck, it's huge melting pot. Really amazing. Yeah, it really is, man. It really is. And because when the Lakers were losing, they were still popular. And we were always Laker fans. We're so spoiled. But the crowds weren't there like they used to be. I used to turn it on and I'd get pissed. I'd have to turn it off because I didn't see nobody hustling back in the day. Even this year when LeBron is out and AD keeps getting hurt, and he's supposed to be the young guy. Come on now, every sport is different than it used to be, man. If I'm out there, I don't have the talent and size and all that. I'm a pretty decent ball handler though in my day, and Magic Johnson's my favorite ball player, and I could post you up pretty good, and I can hit a good outside shot. But I don't see nobody diving after balls. I don't see nobody fouling hard, being physical. I don't see none of that with this team that's Laker team. So that's very, that gets me mad about that part. If we're gonna lose, you're gonna feel that you at least played us. But whatever. Grandin Trout says, you be safe at Disneyland, man. Thank you, brother. I'm a big Disney fan growing up, and now with my grandkids, I have 3 grandkids now. It's amazing. They're babies, and I got a 2.5-year-old granddaughter, and I live through them, and it's fun, man. Niner Sigma says, have an awesome day, brother. Bro, bless. Thank you, brother. You too, man. God bless you, man. God bless you. And thank you for letting me know about the signal and everything, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, he's a good guy, Niner Sickness. If you ever get a chance, go in his podcast and check him out, and be respectful too. He's respectful, but he's a great friend of mine, and check it out. And he was telling me about a bet yesterday, and I'll probably we'll do something. We'll do something. And then Niner Sickness says, real quick, Pale Time and me created a YouTube channel called NFC West All Access for all four teams fan base. All your Ram fans are welcome to join and represent your team. This is not a traffic YouTube. Yeah, man, that sounds good, man. That's cool. Oh, I got you. Trash talking. I mean, okay, it's not trash talking YouTube. Yeah, no, that's good, man. It's good to have different points of view, and then go in out, because talking football, like Pale says, it's always good to do that. So, but thank you, Niner Signal. I appreciate it, brother. I wasn't going to come on today. Normally I'd be working, but I wanted to, I was messing with it last night, and I'm still going to have Spectre come in and check my signal. So we'll see what happens. But thank you, brother. I know everyone on Manic Monday. Most people have to work, but thank you, brother. I appreciate it. So let me go on and test some more stuff. Let's see. Grandin Trout says Peo is in Florida this week. Oh, well, God bless him. I hope he's okay in Florida. I hope everything goes good. Wow. So he's going to Florida. So I wonder if they lifted the Canadian stuff they were red tape that they were doing with the traveling around. Hopefully he can come out and see a Rams game this year. He can come and tailgate with the Ramilia. Grandin Trout says, when do you go back to work? Tomorrow. I'll be back to work. And Niner Sickness, God bless everyone later. God bless you, brother. Appreciate it. And my guy Willie Bone says the LA Rams signs nose tackle. Yeah, that's exactly what you said that yesterday, Willie. That's another thing with our offensive line is we shored that up too with the signing of Logan Bruss, and then you brought that up yesterday, and that's a great point that we signed Eddie Goodman from the Chicago Bears, man. But yeah, that's awesome. That's so awesome that we're looking at our needs, and I love that, bringing them to camp, and may the best man start. Basically, Grander 12 says, "Yeah, Peo's there for work." Oh, okay, got you, Grander 12. Thank you, brother. So let me go ahead and share something else here. So let's see. Here we go. I love that. Let's do that again. I gotta incorporate that in my stream every night now. I love that. I just happened to come upon that. Love that. Damien says, "What's up, 96? What's up, my brother Damien Lee?" I love that. Let's see. Hold on. Matter of fact, hold on. Love it. Love that. Love that. Okay, so let me go ahead and put something else. Let's see here. Stop sharing. Here we go. Boom. All right, here we go. Let me share part of my video of being at the Rams parade and rally. If you haven't got a chance, hit the like and subscribe button, guys, and check out this video. Join me at the Rams parade and rally. A lot of people were talking smack about a parade and this and that, and I said, well, I got proof that the Rams Ramilia, the Ram Army, I called it on my video. What's up, Ray? What's up, brother? Was there. So here's a little taste of it. It was amazing time. Like my guy Willie Bone said, amazing time to be a Rams fan. Amazing. SG Sports Track, what's up, brother? Oh, here we go. So here's a little taste of my video that I have on my channel. Hold on one second. See how good it shows up. So you can see kids are on shoulders. It was getting congested. Here comes the guys on the float. I mean, it was amazing time. I mean, I'll never forget it. As a Laker and Dodger and Kings fan, I never went to any parades. And like I said before, if I was going to go to the if the Rams won the Super Bowl, I was going to go to the parade, and I did, and I'm so happy I did. Oh, here we go. There's my brother Ray. Hey, what's up, Ramilia? He says, "Hey, what's up, man, brother? Thank you for coming in." SB Sports Truck says, "Hi, Ramilia. What's up, brothers?" Grander 12 says, "I have not seen your Rams parade yet, trying to support all this." Oh, you're awesome, brother. Thank you. Yeah, when you get a chance, watch it. It's pretty cool. Ray says, "Hey, Sports Truck Channel. Awesome. I'm on my lunch break. Oh, God bless you, man. God, have a great lunch, man." Ray says, "Wish I could have gone, but I live outside this." No, it's okay, man. That's why I have these videos. You can watch them at least through there. It's not the same thing, but at least you get an idea. Grand Trial, it's too bad you didn't see German and Venice there. I didn't collab with them. I know, I love that guy. It was just too many people. I had to move to the side. In my video, I say it was too congested. The Rams Army, I couldn't turn around. I had to move to the side of the curb to get a breather. I wasn't comfortable with so many people there. I know that COVID's supposed to be winding down, and I love my Rams my Ram Familia, my Ramley, but I couldn't even turn around, and then guys were putting kids on their shoulders, so I had to move to the side. but it was amazing. But yeah, this is just a glimpse into my video. If you get a chance, watch it. Amazing, amazing. Look at that. You can see just there's so many people. Yeah, see that's my view. You turn around, there's people everywhere. So but yeah, that's my video. If you get a chance, guys, I really suggest watching. It's really cool. And Ray, if you can't get a chance to watch it, brother, hopefully we'll have another one. You can come down. But it was amazing, man. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. Grinder 12 says you could not even put your wallet in your back pocket. Yeah, it's funny you said that. My I was afraid that somebody was gonna bump into me, and because I had shorts on, and the pockets aren't very good. I was afraid I was gonna drop my keys or something out, just trying to get through everybody. Because you literally, when it's crowded somewhere, you're like, oh, excuse me, hey brother, excuse me, and you're trying to squeeze in. You're like, and so, but yeah, it was amazing. My sister got me this towel here. See that one right there says world champions. They were giving those towels to the fans in that rally area, and so she got me one. So that's an official towel from the rally. Amazing time. Like I said, we're just so blessed. Especially uh, the Rams coming back to Los Angeles. Who would have thought before I pass away that they're going to be back in Los Angeles and win a Super Bowl? That was always a dream. It's just an amazing time to all my Ramilia and Cleveland and the Cleveland Rams and the St. Louis Rams and St. Louis and Guam. I have people from Guam that hit me up on the comments. Vietnam, Hawaii, all over the globe, man, all over the globe. And it's one thing, when the Rams are winning, we have this top-notch front office and ownership, and we just bought the Woodland Hills area to have our training facility. It makes you proud to be a Ram fan. If you're kind of on the fence, or you're like, you're in LA and the Rams weren't here for a long time, you're like, what, I can get behind the Rams. I really like what they're doing. That's what's going on. They're doing the Super Bowl. They're doing the Super Bowl trophy tour where they're touring around the different cities, and the Ramilia is coming out. They just came back from my home city, Riverside, and my sister, my nephew, and all them got there. I should have went, but I had to work, got bills to pay. But I'm going to go for the season ticket holders to Slow Fly Stadium pretty soon in June, and so I'm going to do it there. But amazing time to be a Ram fan. Amazing time. Grand Travel, it's like a EP of The Walking Dead. So many people fear the walking room. Yeah, it's funny because when I go to Disneyland, I still have my masks with me. I don't have one with me. We have a code word. When there's a big lot of people coming towards you, the zombies are coming, because we watched The Walking Dead. I haven't watched it in a while. It's been a while since I watched it, since some of the characters left. But I say zombies are coming, and that's the code word to put our mask on. Because all the people and humanity are walking towards you. All you need is for somebody to sneeze in your direction. Besides COVID, might get a cold or something. Even before that. So that's our code word. That's funny that you say that. Grant says, people will be pumped to reach in their pockets and just see what see what's in my pocket. Pass away, you're a young dude. You're going to be around for another, man. I hope so, but you know what? Unfortunately, I lost at this time. We've all lost people. I lost my wonderful cousin. God bless him. Rest in peace. He was a big Seahawks fan, and I lost two of my best friends. It's just been a tough year. My lady lost her grandma and her grandfather and his brother. So, it's just, you never know. So every every day is a blessing. We always say that as a saying, let's every day we wake up as a blessing. So let's just live that out. I know we have our problems and our worries, but just remember that it's every day is a blessing. And if you can, say, hey, what's up, brother? And I like to give people, get them to smile. So like, I'll be somewhere and I say, hey, brother, how you doing? Even though you're a Raider fan or whatever, and they laugh. I usually do that when I have my Rams gear. Just brighten somebody's day because he might be going through something particular that day or whatever. And it goes a long way. And I really believe in karma. So, but anyway, look out for that. Esther's Burger Channel says, I just had chicken ramen with lunch, man. That's so good, man. Have you ever had those with you make a sandwich too, and you dip it in the sauce in the juice from the oh, I'm thinking cup of noodle, excuse me, but I'd probably work with that too. In the cup of noodle, but for a quick lunch, awesome. Esther's Sports Channel says, you should international foods from all around the world, man. I've seen some of the foods, it's crazy. I'm kind of wishy-washy when it comes to my food. I like Americanized food, Americanized tacos, and I also like Mexican tacos, but I'm kind of even keel when it comes to my food. I'm afraid to try different stuff. Grand Trout says that they call them walkers in The Walking Dead. Yep, walkers. Grand Trout says, I lost a few people this year. I'm sorry, man. The past 2 years, COVID and non-COVID, they were in the 50s and 60s. That's what I mean, man. You never know. And then at my cousin's, he's a Ram fan too. God bless him. At my cousin's celebration when he passed, it was amazing turnout. I hope people love me like they love him because everyone had so many great stories about him. I love my cousin. I miss him so much. And but I was telling one of the guys, hey man, it's good to see you, because of COVID you can't. I hope to come out. Yeah, come out, man. Anytime, we'll get together. And then a week later, he passed away in a motorcycle accident. So every day's a blessing, man. That's what I'm saying, But yeah, Willie Bone says, my condolences, Rudy. I lost my cousin who was like a little brother to me, man. I'm sorry, Willie, for your loss, man. So you understand. And that's what I'm saying, they'll always be alive in our heart and our minds, and hopefully we get to see them again. And that's what it's about, man. But yeah, God bless you, Willie. I'm sorry to hear that, man. My condolences and sincere condolences, brother. Grander 12 says, in other words, you're crazy, Grander 12. As he's porting channels, have you tried Bria? Yeah, I tried it. It's okay. It's okay. I like it, but I prefer chicken, a shredded chicken. Willie Bond says, I love wet street burritos. Oh man, that sounds good. Chimichangas too, chicken chimichangas with sour cream and guacamole. Woo! SB Sports Channel says, I would really love to try Bria. Man, it's good. The only reason why I've tried it is because one of my best friends from high school, he's had a few get-togethers at his house pre-COVID, and he has a family member that does one of those. They have those stands where they do the tacos and different foods, and I tried some of that, and it was really good. But I didn't know what it was like before, so I wouldn't buy it. But it was really good. But now I might try it again. SB Turner says, I also love wet burritos. Yes, man, those are good. Guys, so how old was your cousin when he passed away, man? Motorcycle, so sad. So he's a few years older than me. So I'm in my 50s, let's just say. And so he was a few years older than me, not much more. And but yeah, man, it's just you expect to. There's always tragedies in people's lives sometimes, but you expect to see your friends and maybe your cousins and around your same age range to pass when you're in your 80s, maybe if we're lucky enough, late 70s, but not so young, man. And just this whole nightmare year. That's why it's so blessing. I've been, that stuff aside, that's real stuff, real life. That's not sports, but to help you take your mind off of it, to give you a boost of happiness. My Dodgers won the championship recently. My Lakers won the championship when they were in the bubble, and now my Rams. Hopefully my Kings will do that too. But sports is like the movies. They take away our real life problems. They get us focused on something. You follow a team, and you live and die with them. But it gives you something to look forward to, and it makes you excited when they win, and that's what it's all about. Because in life, you got to figure out what things that you like, and and do what makes you happy. So, but yeah, that's why I love sports so much. Grant, and plus I played sports. Grant Trout says, yes, my condolences to you, Romeo. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. God bless you. SB Sports Channel says, it always touches people in a different way when your loved ones pass away. You might even shed some tears. Yeah, man. I lost my biological father too, just to give you some more insight. And we didn't have the greatest of relationships. I consider technically my stepfather, my dad. He's always been there for me. I'm so blessed to have him. He went through chemotherapy, and it's just, and we were scared for a long time, and but we always had hope, and he's doing great, man. We have shots here and there, and he's an amazing man. He's always been there for us. I've been very blessed with my mom and my grandparents. My grandma was a big Dodger fan. I showed her Fernando Valenzuela, and because she's from Mexico, she passed a while ago, but she became a Ram fan because of Fernando Valenzuela. And I would come to my grandma, hey, Grandma, what are you doing? I'd come and visit her, and she'd be knitting, and Vin Scully would be in the background. What's the score? So, it's just something else, man. I've just been, when I think about it, I've just been very blessed, that I can't say enough about it. But yeah, awesome. Willie Bone says, my Anaheim Ducks won the Stanley Cup in 2007. Yes, the Anaheim Ducks. And, I love that movie too with Emilio Estevez, the Mighty Ducks. That was awesome. And I really love that. I really like their, even I'm a Kings fan. I have love for the Ducks. But that logo they had with with the face mask of the duck. I really love that logo. But yeah, that's right, man. They're part of it. They're part of the championship city. SB Trucker Channel says, I'm happy to have such loving parents who respect me as a son, and they'll always be there for me, and I love them by my side whenever I'm in a bad mood. Yeah, man, that's what it's about. And also too, if people don't have that, I'm sure there's a friend or somebody, or reach out to your a pastor or somebody, because like I always tell people, you can be at the very height of heights, happy, and then something happens and it brings you back down. So when you're at your very lowest point, remember, just write it out the best that you can, and nothing stays the same. So remember that. So just like you'll be in the top of your heights and happy, and then you'll come down a little bit, something will happen, or you'll be worried about something or worried about someone else. Just write it out, So, but yeah, man, we just have to, remember to always. I got to tell you guys a quick question, a quick story rather. So there was a guy, I was talking to him. I was at work, and he was excited, and hey, what's going on, man? And we got to talking about that he had brain surgery. Half of his brain, not half, but part of his brain was removed. He had an injury, and he was so excited because he was going to have his first day to be a substitute teacher. Isn't that amazing? I mean, look at that. Such an inspiration. We say that we have our problems, right? And I'm human too. I do the same thing. I'm like, poor me, poor me, say the Rams would have lost the championship game. I'm all depressed, right? And then here's this guy with real problems, so always remember that, that's why I say, always try to uplift people when you can. You don't know what they're going through. I'll never forget that guy. I told him, man, let me know how it's going, and I haven't seen him. Hopefully everything went good. I'm sure he's busy, but just remember that, because that was the guy had I couldn't see because he had his hairline back and everything, and you couldn't see his scar. But he told me about it, and he was so excited, and I'll never forget him. I'll never forget that guy. He was a big inspiration. SB Church, hey, Ramilia, I really love your Matthew Stafford shirt. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. This is the first thing I bought of Matthew Stafford, and I'm just so glad that we got this guy, Matthew Stafford. I can't say enough about him. But yeah, and the same thing with him, Matt, they had the Kurt Warner story, the American Underdog, and I'm looking for American Underdog too, because they had trials and tribulation of Kurt Warner, from bagging groceries to, what happened. And then there's some tragedy in his wife's life. and with her parents. No spoiler alert, but just so you guys can see that it's well known. And then Matthew Stafford, his wife, his wife, Mrs. Stafford, had uh, uh, tumors in I think it was tumors or something in her brain, and she had to have surgery, and she went through a lot. Just Matthew Stafford's career, that there was a bunch of naysayers, they were blaming him, and so they got through that. They rode through that. They had a beautiful family, all of his daughters, and they're little still. And then he comes to Los Angeles in a trade, and he wins the Super Bowl. So I can see another Ram story. I mean, that's what I say about this Ram franchise. People like to say, "Oh, don't be a homer." Well, wait a minute. I'm proud of my Ram franchise. I mean, look, you don't see other teams on the silver screen as much as we are. I mean, if you're back in the day, we had the Heaven Can Wait with Warren Beatty playing a billionaire, and then he gets to be quarterback of the Los Angeles Rams in the Super Bowl, right around the times we're in the Super Bowl too. And then back in the day, and then you the Fearsome Foursome. Deacon Jones made of the Fearsome Foursome. Deacon Jones made a cameo appearance. And then you have the Kurt Warner story. Yeah, I can see where Matthew Stafford gets his own movie, because that's made for movie, man. And then they had the parade at Disneyland. I can see Disney make it, So, but his career is not over. He's still working on it. So, amazing time. Like I said, I can't say enough. I'm so excited and I'm so proud of this franchise, man. The long journey that they've gone to get here. SB Sports Channel. Say, hey, Ramilia, you're such an inspirational person, man. Such an inspirational person, and I always come in on YouTube channel, and you a great guy. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. You're too, man. I appreciate your support. And SB Churches, I'm proud of my 49ers franchise, and I'm happy this team will go far 2022 and might even win some games. And you have every right to be proud of that franchise too. That's what I say. We love our teams. We go back and forth with the teams, and because it's a rivalry, but there's really good, reason to be proud of the franchise. I mean, they're one of the better teams in the NFC West. The Bill Walsh era, George Seifert era, Montana, going from Joe Montana to Steve Young, amazing. But yeah, there's always when you root for a team and that you give all your blood, sweat, and tears and your money to support the team. It's a very amazing thing to be proud of your team, even when they struggle, because I still was proud Ram fan. We used to wear shirts that we used to wear. I remember we used to wear shirts that said what did it say? It takes big balls to be a Ram fan. And then we saw one that had a similar thing on it, and it had a Chihuahua with huge balls and had a Ram helmet on. They had it airbrushed at a sports bar. We were high-fiving them. It was funny, at a sports bar. Graduate Trusted, remember you are you hard at your job? Not right now, man, but I'll let you know. If man, I'm gonna tell you right now. The Walmart warehouse, and this is not, I'm not pushing them, man, they start you at $22, $24 an hour. And then if you're on time and you can have good attendance, you get a $1,200 bonus. So if anyone's looking for work in your area, find out about that. Willie Bone says, Fred Dreyer on Hunter. Yes. Mark Singer played John Capoletti in the movie Something for Joey. Oh, man, yes. That's what I say, man. I mean, from the silver screen to the gridiron, the Rams have been one of the top teams when it comes to that. And the only thing I have an issue with this ownership is they don't rely on the old legacy enough. They have legends, Ram legends, that they wear the t-shirts and polo shirts, and they have it. So I like that. But they need to put statues of the Fearsome Foursome in the front, and maybe a Kurt Warner and Isaac Bruce statue, and maybe a Matthew Stafford and Matthew Stafford and the AD statue in the front. Because that's legacy players. Those are Super Bowl champions. And just like the Lakers do, maybe when the Chargers leave our house and they get their own place, we'll do that. SG Sports Track Channel says my top five 49er players are Young, Lott, Clark, Montana, and Rice. That's a good list, man. That's a good list. That I love Clark. Ronnie Lott, he's a USC guy. I'm a big USC fan. Amazing player. You can't go wrong with that list. And then on defense, I put Charles Haley and Dana Stubblefield probably in there too. But yeah, that's a great list, SG. All right, let me see here. Here, I'm going to put this again. Hold on. It seems like my stream is running okay. I'm still going to have Spectre come and check it out. But good. I'm glad that it's better than last night. Boy, yeah, last night was horrible. What's up, Nolan? David, come in, brother. He says, what's up, brother? Oh! ¡Arriba los Rams! Awesome. I love those guys, man. Those guys are something else. Hold on. I love those guys. I gotta put my sunglasses on for them. I didn't notice them with the sunglasses on first, showing some swag. I love those guys. Oh, hold on. Ooh, they want to play by themselves. There we go. I didn't notice them with the sunglasses on. But yeah, what's up, my brother Nolan? What's up, brother? Thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate it. Grander Trousers, but they are not showing the Sandia heads. They are the Hispanic culture of that. Matter of fact, now that you mentioned them, on one of my streams, on one of my videos, I tailgating videos, I interviewed the watermelon heads. Yeah, the Sandia heads. And they're amazing dudes. You know, now they sell the foam version, and the guys still wear the real watermelon heads. You know, the winter watermelons. They hollow them out, and it's kind of like the cheese heads or the Washington team, the Hogs with the noses and the wigs. I don't understand the wig stuff, but the 49ers have, and it's funny because the 49er one cracks me up because it's supposed to be a gold nugget, but it looks like a big piece of like gold crap. I gotta show you, and I'm not just talking smack. It doesn't look good, but they have the gold heads. I don't know if you guys still wear that, but now they have the rings. But yeah, the watermelon head was a fun thing that they did, and they started painting ram horns on it. You can look for that video in one of my tailgatings. I have the interview separately when you guys get a chance. But yeah, look for that video. They're awesome dudes, man. And they sell at the tailgating in the pink area. They sell take these off. I can't see good. They sell the foam watermelon heads. They look like real watermelon heads, and they're easier to wear when you're at the game. But yeah, awesome. Guys, trying to put the watermelon on. Willie Bones, LA Chargers should have been should have made the LA Memorial Coliseum their home. Yeah, man. But you know what? Part of the reason why that we are able to move is because we made a deal. Yeah, we'll accept them, but and also they were able to push the Raiders to Circus in Las Vegas because the Raiders wanted to come here, if you remember. So it was a way to shut them up. But Grander Trout says, Ramilia, what plans do you have for the 4th of July? Barbecue, family fun time, maybe a quick 4th of July stream from where I'm at. Just good times, man. Just enjoying family and enjoying life, man. I hope you have some great plans too. Grand Trust, where can you get the foam watermelons? Will you order one? Maybe I'll get one from them. When I go this year to the tailgating, maybe I'll pick one up. I'm not sure if they have a website. They were selling them from the tailgating. Grand Trust, I guess it's better than chorizo heads. Yeah. Nolan Raymond says, I've been a fan since Kurt Warner. Oh, that's awesome, brother. That's awesome. Yeah, Kurt Warner, we should have never traded him. That's one guy that we should never have traded. But Mike Martz, I wasn't a big fan of Mike Martz being the head coach. I wish Dick Vermeil would have stuck around for a couple more years, but he retired and then he ended up coming back. That means he wasn't ready to retire. They didn't want to lose Mike Martz. Mike Martz reminded me of Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan is a great offensive mind, like a Mike Martz. Who knows who's better, but they're not head coaches to me. They're great. They're great offensive coordinators, like a Nerf Turner, and that's why if we would have had Dick Vermeil to right the ship, keep him in bounds. You have Mike Martz arguing with Kurt Warner's wife on a radio station, and that's where the bad blood came, and they ended up trading him. We should have never traded Kurt Warner. I don't care how good Bolger was. You already know what you have in Warner. You stick with the guy, and you tell Bolger, relax, dude. You'll get your time, but you're sitting behind this guy. But I don't know. We should have never did that. But yeah, God bless you, brother. Subscribe to my channel, man. Hit my alert so you can come in more often, brother. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Willie Bone says, I'm a loyal fan of the LA Rams since the 60s. Yes. Awesome. My guy Willie Bone is one of the OG Ram fans, and he knows his stuff. Willie, hey, what's up, Will Miller? 4th of July is about to be is about to be awesome. Yes, man, I'm looking forward to it. Brandon Travis says, how much were the watermelon heads, man? If I were in LA, I'd get one for payo time. They're probably, I want to say, you know what? I would say maybe $30. I'll have to find out. Will Miller says, Mike Martz, great offensive coordinator, not the best head coach. That's exactly right, too. That's exactly what I say. Will Miller says, then he went to the Chiefs. Yep. We should have never got rid of him, man. And we were afraid we were going to lose Mike Martz to somebody else. But Stan the Ram fan, what's up, brother? He says, Rams versus Giants, Yankee Stadium. No one, anyone who saw that game became a Ram fan in the Rams versus Giants, Yankee Stadium. Anyone who saw that game became a Rams fan. 1968. That's awesome, Stan. That's so awesome, man. That's a great time to be a Ram fan, too. Yeah, I was wondering if Grander Trust says, I was wondering if the LA Rams would have a 4th of July event. Lots of fireworks. German and Venice did a video last year on the holiday in LA last year. Yeah, that'd be cool if they did something, but just because, well, you know what? Not a Ram sponsored event just because the season's not going. I'm sure, like if there was a game on, during the season. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. But who knows? Maybe I have to look at the dates for the trophy tour. Maybe they'll have something for that, but not necessarily 4th of July. But that's a good point. Will Miller says, I'm excited that we got Allen Robinson. Man, me too. Allen Robinson, was said by recently on one of my videos I posted it that Michael Irvin says that Allen Robinson is the true number one receiver, and that he reminds him of him, the one receiver in the league that still reminds him of him. And and on here I had the banner I had the other night. I hadn't lifted it off. It says, do you agree? And I agree, because if you look at 2019 and 2020, he had 1,150 yards receiving, and then another 1,200 some yards receiving in 2020. And then last year he had injury and a COVID protocol. And then that's what Chicago Bears quarterbacks, whoever's the quarterback of the day, there. So imagine with Stafford. So he's going to break out this year, man. And so Van Jefferson, if he doesn't want to get pushed down to number 3, I think he already is number 3. But maybe that'll put pressure on Van Jefferson to light a fire and take that next step forward. I'm high on Van Jefferson, but I needed him to, he disappointed me in the Super Bowl. I was expecting him to step up when OBJ went down. I understand he maybe had an injury too to his leg somewhere, but it's time for him to step up and take the next step. I'm looking forward to this year. Will Mrs. 49er fans always living in the past. Yeah, man, because that's all they had to look forward to. They look, God bless the 49ers. They gave us all we wanted the last 6 games before the championship game, but we were getting better the last couple times we were playing them. And we finally got over the hump. Will Mrs. Niners aren't going anywhere in the playoffs. I don't have them, honestly, and this is not talking smack, right? This is just my opinion. Everybody has one. I don't have the Niners making the playoffs. I don't. If Trey Lance surprisingly goes gangbusters, and I understand he doesn't have to be all world for them to be a good team because they have good weapons and offense and good running game and a good defense, but he's going to make those mistakes that are going to kill you. And he's still trying to figure out when to run, when not to run. He's already got hurt twice running. Remember that collision against Arizona Cardinals at the goal line where he got smashed? A couple of those, and he's out. And then who are you going to put in? Nate Sudfeld? That's why they're keeping Jimmy Garoppolo around. Plus that nobody wants him because he's injured and he's injury prone. So, I mean, they got a big test over there, man. John Lynch might get fired if it doesn't turn out right. Will Miller says, I remember when Cooper Kupp was our number 3 receiver, but then he got way better. Yeah, man, I always loved Cooper Kupp, and he showed up, man. His work ethic is what helped him, along with Robert Woods. They both played off of each other. Will Miller says, imagine we get Justin Jefferson. Man, that would be an embarrassment of riches. Grant 12 says, I doubt they sell any Rams gear over here in Arizona when the tailgating parties. I have some cousins that are season ticket holders for the Cards. Oh, no, but the malls might have some. There might be a Fans or I can't remember the other store. Try the mall for them. Unless you just order early from online. Will Miller says Van Jefferson is good, but he's not as good as Justin Jefferson. Yeah, man. I really thought that when OBJ went out, I go, okay, well, if Van Jefferson's going to show out, and then here's the play. And it's not all his fault. Here's the play that killed me. So Stafford's trying to make a play. He's rolling out. And he points, and he's basically telling Van Jefferson, I'm going to throw it up to you, man. Make a play, right? This is what this means. Hey, boom. And he's kind of falling back weakly, and they intercepted the end zone. And I'm like, what are you doing? If anything, hit the ball down. But get in front of the ball, Evan Harper style, old school style, and go get it. Make a play. He's giving you a jump ball. But yeah, Willie Bunn says, former LA Ram legends Tom Mack and Bob Brzezinski. Yes, Tom Mack was a beast. Grander Trout says, I'd go to the games, but stay outside to watch the tent. Hear the games on the radio. I prefer not to watch my team in the stadium. Seen way too many fights. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Luckily, I've seen videos of people fighting at the Rams stadium, but I haven't seen it myself. Once in a while, and we would hear about it after the game, but yeah. Will Miller says, sad we lost Woods. Yeah, man, I'm going to miss Woods, but I'm looking forward to seeing what Allen Robinson can do for us, because it's going to be amazing with this guy. Grant Trout says, Tutu Atwell can now come through. He needs to really step up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to him and Jacob Harris to step up. If these guys step forward, we're going to be amazing on offense and plenty of depth at the wide receiver position. But I still hope that we get OBJ. Grant Trout says, oh yeah, the malls, but like the watermelons. Yeah, man. They usually take them to the tailgating in SoFi Stadium. Stan the Ram fan says, we had the best football cards. I got Roman Gabriel, Les Stevenson, Kermit Alexander, Jack Snow, and Merlin Olsen all in the same pack. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. That's a hell of a haul right there. Jack Hoff, what's up, brother? Thank you for coming in. He says, go Rams. Yes. And he says, Jack Hoff says, LA Kings had a good season. Yes, amazing LA Kings season. Step one towards getting back to the playoffs. They need some more speed on the outside. The Edmonton Oilers gave us a lesson in defense. We couldn't get enough shots on the goal. We couldn't get enough pressure. But I'm looking forward to this young Kings team taking the step forward. We got to get a goalie to replace. He's a little long in the tooth, quick. Love Kempe. But yes, go Kings, baby. Yes, great season. We took them to 7 games. We just got to get over the hump now. Trigger Tro, he says, "Yo, what's up? What's up, brother?" He said, "Thank you for coming in." He says, "Rams back to back." That's right, man. I'm looking forward to this season. And he says, "Kings future dynasty." I hope so, man. That would be awesome. Connor McDavid is the next Wayne Gretzky. Man, you know what? If he's anywhere close, I'd be amazed. It'd be awesome. Willie Bone says, "Rudy, what are your thoughts on Ben Schroenick?" I like Ben, but like I said before, he's on my S list. That drop ball in the championship game where it was here. I mean, I'm in my 50s, out of shape. If you throw me a ball and it's here, I want to say 8 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times, I'm going to catch it, especially in a big game, knowing that we need it. You're a professional wide receiver. You're not perfect. You got to come down with that ball. If we would have came down with that ball, who cares about Tart's drop? Who cares about Ramsey's 2 dropped interceptions? It gives us some breathing room. If you look at that game, we could have blew them out. Stafford threw a ball a little bit behind Cup, and they tipped it up and they intercepted it in the end zone. That would have been 7. The drop ball by coulda, woulda, shoulda, but I'm just saying, Schroenick dropped that ball. That's 14 points right there, right? And we would have forced them to have to throw, and it wouldn't have been good. But it turned out the way it's supposed to. Stafford brought us back with Cup, and but yeah. Trigger Troll says Kings are a young team. Yep, they're young and up and coming, man. They're looking good. Jamal, what's up, brother? He says, "Hey, thank you for coming in, brother. I appreciate it." On that note, let me give you another taste of this here. Hold on. Hold on. What did I do? What'd you do? There we go. Love it. I love it. All right, let's see here. Willie Bone says, "What's the status of wide receiver punt returner Brandon Powell?" So we re-signed him again. That's one guy, and I've said this before, and Willie understands too, because he's a very knowledgeable Ram fan, OG Ram fan. Before Brandon, remember our kick return game before Brandon Powell? Woo! Imagine having to have that kick return game. Nobody knew who we had to keep trying to get Cooper Kupp, but that's not his forte. He's not a Henry Ellard or somebody that can take off. That's not his forte. The one thing that's not his forte. He'll catch it, but he's not really a danger to break free. That's just not his thing. But Brandon Powell is an unsung guy that would get us good field position, sure hands. I would have used him when Skronek was struggling to do some poor man's cheetah plays, get him an open field. He's got some wiggle and some speed. That's just me as a fan, longtime fan, looking at the game, wanting players to get in there that are ready to go and ready to play. I would have ran some plays for him to put him out there in the slot and see what he can do. But I mean, he's valuable for a punt returner. But yeah, he's still with us again for this year, and he was amazing player. I'm so glad that we got him. He goes unsung. Stan the Ram fan, he says, that's how Ben Schrock will think about in training camp. He should be he should be a better player this year. That's what I'm hoping, Stan, because I think he's a better player. Matter of fact, I know he is. When I first seen him play, he was kind of to me like a poor man's Cooper Kupp. Before this year, he can run routes. He's got a good size, okay speed, decent hands, right? I don't think he's I'm not saying that he's in the same before this year. Forget this year for a second. The Cooper Kupp that we knew before this year. I'm not saying even that he was the same category, but he was like a poor man's Cooper Kupp, someone that you could rely on. So yeah, I'm hoping that burns in his fire to come up and show out. And that's what I'm hoping for. So I was very upset at him, but we won. That's all that matters. It didn't hurt us. So yes, but it's something for him to use his fire. Exactly right, Stan. Grander 12 says, yeah, as you know, Ramilia, I'm a Dolphins fan. I always forget that because when I see your avatar, I forget that. But that's right. You're a big Dolphins fan, and too many Cards fans act like they are the Dolphins' rival. Nah, back off, family. You root for your team and let me root for mine. Stay in your own lane. That's right. I'm a big Dan Marino fan. My favorite quarterbacks that were not Rams that I would watch is Dan Marino, John Elway. I love Warren Moon. Who else? Back in the day, I appreciated Joe Montana when he wasn't playing us. When he beat Steve Young in '94, when they were saying, "Okay, Joe Montana is with the Chiefs, Steve Young's with the Niners. Let's see who's better." And Joe Montana beat him. That was a great game. I had fun watching that game. The Niners got a taste of what other teams had to deal with. But they still won the Super Bowl that year, so God bless them. What's up, Ivan? He says Rams could win it again. Yes, they can. Thank you for coming in, brother. First time seeing you in here, man. Hit the subscribe button and likes, brother, and come in some more often, brother. The more the merrier. I love it. I love talking football. Even like my guy, Grant 12 is a Dolphin fan. He's a great guy. It's good to, as we go on the season, have different takes brought up because, we focus on our team. There's other stories going on, other things going on. So I love it. It's always fun to talk football. Beast Ninja 7. I'm from St. Louis, where the Rams used to play, but I still like the team. I'm glad we're able to win the Super Bowl here and also in LA, but I feel like they should have like 5 Super Bowls. Yeah, man. And great point. Beast Ninja 7. Thank you for coming in, man. Come in more often. You're from St. Louis. You're part of the Ramilia, the Ram family. You will always be part of the Ram family. Remember that. When the Rams left for Southern California and went to St. Louis, we would always say it's loyalty over location, but include yourself in the Ramilia, the Ram family. Don't worry about that, man. You're still a Ram fan. We give you props on this side. Also, too, remember this: the Rams Super Bowls in St. Louis and Los Angeles. The Rams won the Super Bowl in St. Louis, and there was 4 original starters on the St. Louis team that were original LA Ram drafted players, including Isaac Bruce, who made the game-winning catch and one of the greatest Rams receivers of all time. He was drafted by the LA Rams. Todd Light and I can't remember the other guys. My guy Willie will probably tell me, but there was 4 starters on that team. So it was a combination of both players, including LA Rams wide receiver Isaac Bruce, who made the game-winning catch. And then now flash back to this Super Bowl in Los Angeles. We still have Johnny Hecker and AD made the game-saving sack. So St. Louis and Los Angeles players helped both cities win the Super Bowl. Ain't that amazing? So, like I said, it's a wonderful time to be a Ram fan. Amazing things that aren't brought up by the media. But remember that both teams, even though they're in different cities, had players and important players that were either drafted or played in Los Angeles for St. Louis, helped them win. They were starters, some of the starters. And then in LA to win our Super Bowl, of course, AD, and then Johnny Hecker. So both cities helped each other win the Super Bowl. Good to see you, man. Subscribe and hit the like button and alert so you can come on more often. I like seeing you here, brother. But yeah, we should, with the greatest show on turf left rings on the table, definitely. And that's partly I blame Mike Martz. I wish we would have kept, like I said before, Dick Vermeil as head coach. Jamal says Dolphins are kind of bad. The Dolphins, we'll see what happens. I'm not a big fan of Tua, but who knows? Maybe he'll step up. Jamal says Joe Montana is good, man. He was crazy. And it's amazing that Joe Montana would play with Marcus Allen with the Chiefs, and he beat the Niners, and the Niners went on to win the Super Bowl that year, '94. But the Rams, with Chris Miller at quarterback, shut out Joe Montana and had him his first shutout loss with the Chiefs and Marcus Allen, 16-0. They kept going for it on fourth down. They had no respect for the Rams defense, and the Rams defense time in, time out, time over stopped them, and they gave Joe Montana, handed him his only shutout of his life. And the Rams are the one team that beat Joe Montana more than any other team in the NFL, period. Standing reference, I like Warren Moon. Yeah, man, that guy had a gun. Grant Trev says, I like Jim Everett back in the day. He seemed to get a lot of hate. Yeah, Jim Everett, he's one of my favorite Ram quarterbacks, but he had a 3 to 4 year span where he was a top flight quarterback, led the league in touchdowns 2 years in a row, basically took a team that was Eric Dickerson's team, and we traded Eric Dickerson, which we never should have did. And he took the team to this NFC Championship game. And then after we lost the NFC Championship game, after injuries to the offensive line and after 2 wars in Philadelphia and the Giants, just to get to San Francisco and play a rested Joe Montana team, which we split during the year with in the regular season, that some of the guys retired. The lady who shall be nameless started to dismantle the team. So we had some bad. We never got a chance to retool. And it's unfortunate because he was still a young quarterback. And as long as you kept him on his feet, a clean pocket, he wasn't a big mobile quarterback, but he could sling it, man. As long as you had him on your squad, we would always, when he was there, we would always split with the Niners. Amazing. I mean, he's one of the things responsible, one of the quarterbacks responsible for Flipper Anderson getting 336 yards in one game versus the Saints. One game he threw 11 passes against the New York Giants, and 5 of them were touchdowns. He would have 15 to 18 pass completions in a row. He'd get on a roll, and they'd be like 12 to 18-yard passes. And they Flipper Anderson and Henry Eller would turn around, the ball be right there. Amazing quarterback. In a time where you had Warren Moon and Dan Marino and John Elway and Joe Montana, he led the league back-to-back years in touchdowns. Amazing quarterback. Unfortunately, he never got a second chance to get into the Super Bowl, but amazing quarterback. And then he gets traded to the Saints, and they had all those great linebackers and great defenses. And right before he got there, they dismantled them. So unfortunately, yeah, he was one of my favorite quarterbacks. He could really sling it. But yeah, because of the championship game loss, and then the team wasn't good after that, all the way through getting to St. Louis until the greatest show on turf came. Yeah, that's why he gets flack. Willie Bone says, LA Rams are Super Bowl champions, plus Cooper Kupp led the league in receiving. Yes, the Triple Crown winner. Willie Bone says, I like Fouts and the San Diego Chargers. Yes, Dan Fouts, Eric Coryell. Jamal says, Isaac Bruce, a legend. Yes, I love Isaac Bruce. We used to call him Fist of Fury Bruce. Jamal says, Kurt Warner made a movie about playing on the Rams. It's pretty good. Yeah, man, we talked about that earlier. The American Underdog. It's an amazing movie. I really suggest you watch it and recommend it. It's an amazing movie. And we were talking about that because, Kurt Warner could almost have a movie. His career's not over yet, but all the trials and tribulations he's gone through. His wife had major surgery, and they went through that. And they can do an American Underdog too with Matthew Stafford. But yeah, amazing movie. Stan Ranfan says, make sure you keep hammering that like button. All right, let's see. Hold on. Thank you, Stan, for coming in, brother. And my guy G's Nuts, I see down there. So I'm going to catch up on the chat. Yep, it's hard to win a Super Bowl, hard to repeat, even harder to lose the Super Bowl. Yes, it is. And try to get back to the Super Bowl alone. It is. Beast Ninja 7 says pretty much everyone here still likes the Rams. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Beast. Beast Ninja. I appreciate it. Stan Crockett's from St. Louis. Yeah, man. It's tough when you lose your team. I understand. But always remember, you guys are still part of the Ramilia, the Ram family. Always, even the guys from St. Louis, all over. Stanley Ram fan says about Donald and Bruce helping St. Louis and Los Angeles. About Donald and Bruce helping St. Louis and Los Angeles. That's underrated. Yeah, nobody talks about that. Grinder 12 says, wasn't the Eric Dickerson trade produced the picks that ended up being Jim Everett, Cleveland Gary, and some others? Well, I'm glad you brought that up. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Beach Ninja 7's Donald is going to retire. Hopefully in a couple years. Hopefully we get another ring or two. Willie Bowen says former LA Rams legend Irv Pankey, Mike Barber tight end, Carl Eckern. Yes. Ramalino 4 Life TV. Whose house? Rams house. What's up, brother? Thank you for coming in, man. I haven't seen you before. I love having you in here, man. Hit the like, subscribe button so you can come in more often. That's awesome. I love that handle. Trigger Tro says Rams house. Grander Truff says I love to watch Eric Dickerson when the Rams were going to trade him. I recall there was a rumor the Dolphins were going to make a trade. I didn't know what Miami would give up. Man, that would have been awesome if you would have had him with Dan Marino. G's Nut says Rams used to the Rams used to be a run-heavy team that could not execute a 2-minute offense until Jim Everett arrived. Yeah, ground Chuck. He had a bad beat in '89 because of the goal sack, and then the ultimate bitch who shall remain nameless. Yeah, man, the goal sack. So, that hurt me too. I was very upset because I was looking forward to making the Super Bowl, but we went into Philadelphia Eagles with Jerome Brown and Reggie White. He took a pounding, and we won that game on the road in Philadelphia. Then we go to Bill Belichick's New York Giants on the road with LT and Carl Banks, and he took a pounding there. And we won that game in overtime. If he lobs a pass to Flipper Anderson, then we take the lead on a rested 49er team, 3-0. He throws a bomb to Flipper Anderson at the last minute. Ronnie Lott knocks it out of the air. We could have took a 10-0 lead, but that offensive line was beat up. They started to get in there after those two wars in Philadelphia and the Giants. And the offensive line wasn't like it was when we started the playoffs because we had to go the long way around being the wild card. And he started to feel the pressure. And it was a muddy field, a horrible field. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm looking back at that video, the field was muddy. No excuses, but I can picture them hosing it down because of our speed. The line, remember Joe Burrow was running for his life. That's what happened here. But he had gone through 3 straight wars, basically 3 Super Bowls just to get to the Super Bowl. So whoever got past the championship game, we're going to dismantle John Elway and who was waiting in the Super Bowl, John Elway and the Broncos. Because if the Rams would have got there, they would have lit up the Broncos. But yeah, man. The goal sack, and then they never got a chance to retool because guys retired, and we got rid of guys. Guys left. G's Ness has started dismantling the team little by little. Yeah, I remember opening my mom's Avon book to find out what Ram gear was, and you couldn't find Ram gear. You could find Charger gear and San Francisco gear, and they started doing stuff like that. Grinder 12 says, had Dan Marino had those, had Marino had Dickerson in the late 80s, it would have been interesting to see what Miami would have done. They had a horrible defense back then. Also, imagine the Rams in the '89 championship game with Eric Dickerson in the backfield instead of Greg Bell. But yeah. Trigger Tro says, I think my favorite receiver is Torrey Holt. Torrey Holt is amazing. He should be in the Hall of Fame along with Henry Allard, who incidentally is a Ram legend who has more yards than Torrey Holt and can't get into the Hall of Fame. Unbelievably. When he retired, he was like second or third on the all-time receiving list, like my guy Willie Bowen said. But yeah, I love Torrey Holt. Trigger Tro says, imagine a Rams team with players with the greatest show on turf and our team now, man. the Rams all-time team, like in Madden, would be amazing. Brandon Truss says, I always think James Laurinaitis played a lot longer than he did. I don't know. I really liked him. I loved Laurinaitis, man. He didn't get his due because we weren't making the playoffs. Grand Trustles, Ram hit the Ram that like button. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. I always forget to tell you. Thank you, Grander 12. Ramirez 42 subs from 500. Yes, let's get to 500. When he gets 500, we will sing at your wedding. When we get to 1K, we'll be your best man at your wedding. That's awesome. Jack Hoff says Rams going to win more Super Bowls. I hope so, man. We got the team to do it, and the ownership. Grand Trevs again. The blank shall be renamed nameless. LOL. Jesus' Legends linebacker Mike Wiltshire and Mel Owens. Yes, amazing. Terrell Davis wouldn't have run on our defense like he did in those other games. Yeah, man. And then Beast Ninja 7 says Niners suck. Grander Trump says I can't stand the Hall of Fame voting. It's so subjective. Yeah, it is. So back to that's right, Grander 12. So back to what I was saying about the picks. John Robinson was asked by somebody a while ago that, man, you did really great. You got to 2 championship games in the middle of the Niners dynasty in the 80s, 85 and 89. And he said, yeah, we did pretty good, considering they didn't want to win, meaning the lady who shall be nameless and her henchman, John Shaw, who was the Rams GM who had all the power. And what he meant by that was when he didn't want to trade Dickerson, but because they didn't want to pay him, kind of like the Yorks in San Francisco with Debo, the guy's basically 50 or 60% of their offense, and they're trying to penny pinch him and use coupons. We should have gave him his money because he basically took us on his back in the 85 championship game with Dieter Brack as quarterback, an older, short Canadian Football League quarterback who was past his prime, got to the championship game, and guess who we got to play? The 85 freaking Bears. So that's why we didn't get to the Super Bowl. But then in 89, after those 2 wars, we got to play the 89 San Francisco 49ers who were rested, and we were beat up. So that's the only reason why we didn't win a chip in LA sooner, because imagine if we would have got there in 85, they played the Patriots, we probably could have won that game. But back to what I was saying. So those picks, he didn't want to trade Dickerson. John Robinson wanted to trade up and get Thurman Thomas, running back, who was a Bills Hall of Famer, and Michael Irvin, who was a Cowboys Hall of Famer, with those picks. And imagine that 89 team with Michael Irvin and Thurman Thomas running the rock. The Rams would have probably won the Super Bowl a few times, at least one. But John Shaw said no, and we got guys like Sean LaChapelle and Gaston Green and guys that just didn't really turn out. They were okay, but they weren't those guys. And so, yeah, imagine that. John Shaw gave the no on that. Willie Bowen says, Kirk and Jim Collins, Doug Barnett are former Ram legends. Yes. Stan the Ram fan says, dude, you two must be doing you grimy. I'm sure more people hit the like button yesterday. Man, I hope not. I hope that, but thank you, brother. I always forget too. I need when on my graphics as my show evolves, I'll have a thing that says remember hit the likes, guys. But I have to remember that too. Hopefully, but yeah, the algorithm with YouTube. The more likes on your videos and streams, I guess it helps people find you easier. Not exactly sure how it works, but I guess that's how it goes. But yeah, thank you, Stan. I appreciate it, man. I love each and every one of you guys. Let's do this again. Hold on. I just have so much fun coming on and talking with you guys. It's a Monday. Usually I'd have to work. I just thought I'd come on here and test out my video signal. Love that. Gadget Trout says Gaston Green, the running back who I thought would have been bigger than he was. Sad Robinson had an eye for talent. Yeah, man. And John Robinson is the all-time Rams winningest quarterback. McVay is on his heels, but he doesn't get his due, man. John Robinson was a great college quarterback from USC. That's why I'm a USC fan, and a great Rams coach. Amazing running. I mean, I would love for the Rams to bring him in for our running game as a supervisor. I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, when the Rams were in St. Louis and Deacon Jones was around and Merlin Olsen, I would have had them come in, just walking around, just being around great guys like that. Take a guy aside and talk about him. Even now, I like how they're doing Isaac Bruce and having them come in, Torrey Holt, having to come in training camp. Those are Ram legends. But yeah, John Robinson was amazing, amazing coach. Doesn't get his due either. Granted, Trust's Rams ownership should have let Robinson do the whole draft. Yeah, man, it was a different time that he didn't have any power. Granted, Trust says, "Who's Casa Rams house?" Jesus says, "Was that the Detroit game?" I think it was. I didn't notice what game it was, but it sounds right. I think so. I think it was. I'll double check when I post that again. Jesus says, "I was on the other side behind the end zone." Oh, that's awesome. That stadium is so amazing, man. James Lesma, what's up, brother? Thank you for coming in. He says, Dad is in his 60s. I'm in my 40s, and my son is turning 20, and that's 3 generations. Oh, that's awesome, brother. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. And so on that note, let's get this in here for you. And props to my Ram Familia, my Ram Ramilia. Here we go. Hold on. Hold on. It reset my doohickey. Here we go. All right, here we go. That's so awesome. I love those guys. I can't get enough of those guys. Okay, let's see. That's so awesome, James. Thank you for coming in, man. I hope you're a subscriber. If you haven't hit the subscribe and the like button, brother, I hope I have you in here more often, man. It's awesome. Stan Ramfan says Monday Night Football, Rams versus Steelers. Gaston Green returns opening kickoff, 101 yards for the TD. That was our only score. Yeah, Gaston Green. When we got him, because I didn't know about that stuff about Thurman Thomas and Michael Irvin, I was excited because he's fast, He looked good in a Ram jersey, but it just seems like somebody would go boom and he'd fall. But yeah, man, he was a great UCLA player, though. Amazing memory from my OG fellow Ram fan, Stan, the Ram fan. Gnet says LA culture, a little bit of mariachi, add some rap and classic and funk, and some rock and roll. Yes, man. The Rams DJ and Soulfly is amazing. He incorporates all that stuff. I just love, like I said before, it's just an amazing era to be a Ram fan, man. I just got to tell you, it's just every day is just, it's like Christmas. We got Bobby Wagner. Even before that, we got Jalen Ramsey. We got Von Miller. We got OBJ. Jay Lesma says, hey, when you got a mariachi like that backing us up, it hit the heart different. Yeah, it does, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I keep posting these guys, because I love them on my videos. If you ever watch my tailgating videos, I usually incorporate some video from inside, and I have the Rams mariachi featured in there. But yeah, man, I really love those guys, man. And, they're just amazing. Hold on. Let me get you guys stoked again. Hold on. It's amazing time to be a Ram fan, like I said, and we got it's like the Showtime Lakers back in the day. You know how Jack Nixon comes to the Laker games to watch them, when they're good. It's the same thing with the Rams. They come in and you got stars coming into LA to watch the game. It's a big what's what of the with the Lakers. So hold on 1 second. Let me get this queued up. Shut up, Al Michaels. Okay, here we go. Hold on 1 second. And get this queued up. Get you guys. Hold on. Okay, there it is. Okay. Hold on. Here we go. Don't buffer on me now. Come on, hold on.
Is the moment we've all been.
Hold on, let me cue this up here. Hold on. Okay.
Career out of one phrase. Here is Michael Buffer.
Come on, it's working good.
This is the moment.
Maybe I got too many tabs open.
We've all been waiting for.
I'm determined to get this going. Hold on. Dang it.
Career out of one phrase. Here is Michael Buffer. This is the moment we've all been waiting for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm determined to get this going. I think I just had too many tabs open. It was working great earlier. All right, let's go there. Let's try here. Okay, we'll come back to that, and we'll see if it lets me do it. Jesus says, "Got to get me one of those suits like Ramsey did." Yeah, man, that suit's awesome. Yep, that Ramsey suit is awesome. There was a little kid too. I don't know if you saw the video. There was a little kid that Ramsey got a suit made for him too. A little Ram fan, and it's amazing video too. Grant Trust, hey man, my other guy is about to go live. I want to check out his show. You going to Stanford? Yeah, I'll be on for a little bit longer. Let me just see if I can get this my stream. I think I had too many tabs open. Let me just try to get this on here. But thank you guys for being here. Let me get this going and see if I can. It was working great earlier. I think I had too many tabs, or maybe it's just this particular stream.
Out of one phrase. Here is Michael Buffer. This is the moment we've all been waiting for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around.
You hear the Ramilia?
Rams fans, let's get ready to rumble.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. All right. Finally got that queued up. I hope it turned out good on that side. But yeah, man, this is the stuff that we have at our games. I mean, Michael Buffer. coming on and doing that stuff. So, but yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys coming on. This is all, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to my channel so we can help it grow together. I really appreciate everyone that comes in. I love each and every one of you guys. My Granger 12, G's Nuts, James just came in. Thank you, brother. Everyone here that came in, Stan the Ram fan as always. Willie Bowen, my guy, Beast Ninja 7. Glad to see you here, Jack Hoff. Trigger Tro, what's up, brother? Thank you for coming in. Ramalino for Life TV, thank you for coming in, man. Awesome to see you here. Jamal, everyone here. If I didn't say Ivan, thank you guys so much. Will Miller, as always. Nolan Raymond, all you guys, man. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it. We'll do this again soon. Thanks to God. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. I'm losing my voice. And as we always say, may the Ramilia be with you. And Ramulators, mount up.